Hello everyone, this is Suzanne at the Gospel Truth. Welcome back. I have today's devotional for us today. It is one that I did back in March of 22. It was such a great devotional, I decided to redo it today. It seems to be a pretty timely devotion for all of us, and particularly one that I am working on myself. So let's get started and then we'll talk about it. Okay. Unopened tomorrows. If anybody can open tomorrow, hold up your hand. I don't see any. We live by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5, verse 7. We often wish we could see what lies around the corner in life. Then we could prepare for it, control it, or avoid it. Probably making things a lot worse. A wise person has said, though we can't see around the corners, God can. How much better and more reassuring is that? One day, my 10-year-old granddaughter Emily and I were boiling eggs for breakfast. As we stared into the boiling water and wondered how long it would take to get the eggs just right, Emily said, "Pity we can't open them up to see how they're doing." I agreed, but that would have spoiled them. So we had to rely on guesswork with no guarantee of results. We began talking about other things we would like to see, but can't, like tomorrow. Too bad we can't crack tomorrow open, we said, to see if it's the way we would like it. But meddling with tomorrow before it's time, like opening a partly cooked egg, would spoil both today and tomorrow. Because Jesus has promised to care for us every day, and that includes tomorrow, we can live by faith one day at a time. Emily and I have decided to leave tomorrow safely in God's hands. Have you? You're only cooking up trouble when you stew about tomorrow. Trust our tomorrows to God. Sometimes it's hard to do. Some days are harder than others. We are a curious bunch. We want to know things. These so-called fortune tellers, they're not telling your fortune. It's all a hoax. Nobody can tell your future. The only one that knows your future is God. And He has given you strength to get through those coming days. He's given you hope. He's given you trust in His love and His scriptures. He promises that He'll be with us in all of our days and all of our tomorrows. We need not worry. We're not promised the next breath we're going to take. Recently, I had blood work done, and I had to wait a week or so for my results. I didn't worry about it. I kind of knew what was going to happen, and I'm borderline diabetic again, so I've got to cut back on the sugars and lose some weight, which I already had kind of predicted that in my mind. And my husband Ron was waiting on some blood liver results. The first one was kind of high. The second one is coming down. Now, when things happen, you can sit and worry. You can tremble in fear. Maybe a test result. Maybe it's your finances. Are you going to have enough money at the end of the month? You're going to have enough food to put on the table. Those are hard things to get through sometimes, but we have to have faith and trust in God that every tomorrow brings new hope, new joys. My mother-in-law's house burned down recently, I told you about. And she sounded good when I talked to her on the phone. They're going to rebuild on the land. She's moving forward. Oh, I'm sure it devastated her. I'm sure there were tears that streamed down. A lot of memories in that old house, but pictures, artwork, furniture, money, you name it. Everything was burned to the ground. A lot of antiques. Those things can't be replaced. But they were only things. And that's what we have to remember in times of disaster, or if we lose something. We need to put our sights on heavenly treasures, not earthly treasures. If you have something that you cannot ever let go of and you think you would be devastated if something happened to it, you need to rethink things, because it's only stuff. Oh, there's stuff that I have that's near and dear to me, especially my Bibles and my commentaries. I would be grieved of heart if I lost some of that stuff. But I would trust in God for all my tomorrows. I would get through it. And I think we always have to keep a positive attitude as much as we can, even when you're going through chronic pain issues. There's some day my knee still hurts so bad that I said, why? Lord, I prayed. Many other people are praying. Why am I still in such pain? But I gotta examine it and see it for what it is. Not let Satan make me have a pity party. And it was a serious surgery, and it's just gonna take time to heal. That's the sum of it. There's no getting around going through a process of healing from surgery sometimes. You have to do it. Chronic pain issues. You have to trust God through the process every day. Sufficient is the day to handle, right? Yes, I've got enough things to do today without dipping in tomorrow. That's why I always say, if it's the Lord's will, I'll be back on tomorrow. Anything, I try to keep that attitude. If it's the Lord's will, we'll move. If it's the Lord's will, we'll find the right place. You know, I don't know what's going to happen with our plans for the future, but I know who holds those plans in the palm of his hand. All right, I hope you've enjoyed that devotional again today. I made another pot holder for my mother-in-law. This is that magic pot holder, so now I've got 2 of those made. Oops. And then I got this 3rd one. So I think that's going to be good for the pot holders. I got her hat and scarf set done. Yesterday I finally just started cranking on my machine, and I'm so glad it turned out so nice. And it feels extremely warm. So here's the hat I showed you already. Let me see if I can put it on here. There's the hat. And here is the scarf. It's 350 rows. So it's plenty nice to go around the neck. You can even, you know, fold it up if you need to. My husband and I have a way of doing it. We usually, how do we do it? Oh, we bring it to the front, and then we wrap it around that way. So this will definitely, I'll show you how long it is. Let me stand up. As you can see, it's, I think the next one I make, I'm going to probably make it maybe 250 rows. Make it a little bit shorter, but it's warm. It's double knit, so it's thick. And then I just slip stitch or crocheted the ends together. I was thinking about adding fringe, but I'm not a big fan of fringe, because when you wash it, it kind of gets all crinkly. Now, this yarn is Lion Brand Heartland yarn, for those of you that do knit or crochet. And I believe it is machine washable and dryable. I have some yarns that are not washable and dryable. They say you can, you know, wash it in cold water by hand, lay dry to flat. Not a favorite thing to do, but realistically, how many times a year do you wash your hats? I don't wear mine that often. When I do, my hair is clean, so. But yeah, here's the hat. It's nice and big. So, yeah, I'm very pleased with myself. I take joy in the work of my hands. All right, everyone, this is Suzanne at the Gospel Truth. I thank you so much for dropping by and listening to another great devotional today. If you're a crafter, what are you working on? If you're not a crafter, what's your favorite book to study? Revelation, right? All right, thank you so much for being here and spending a portion of your day with me. I certainly do appreciate it. Please hit that like button, leave a comment if you'd like. I sure would appreciate it. You take care. Bye for now.